sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They go play action now. Jackson steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zaven Collins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Pollard now a 1st down and more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A big pickup there on the run. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Touchdown! Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Romeo Okwara in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a carry for Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this one too low.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run the counter. Pollard. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Murray now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll take it at the 42. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. The play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
You know, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Buying time to his left.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now Murray off play action. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 38, Murray. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Ebron caught left side. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Touchdown, Cardinals. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Jackson now off the bootleg. Trying to and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2, he only got 1. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, and it's Pollard again. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Play fake, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Able to find Isabella. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cards have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
And he'll be out of bounds.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now Murray. Flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way,
He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kick by Lambo is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of a touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Arizona, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.